Good morning, March 8th, 2024. You know, at least we know that Trump is going to probably win because all these court cases are falling apart. And we also know that Joe Biden can still read because his speech last night, although it was full of bullshit, at least it was coherent bullshit. And it's amazing how politicians can just lie without any remorse or regret or problems with it. The economy is horrible, absolutely horrible. The energy prices are stabilizing. They've come down a little bit, but we do need to be energy independent. I think we were under Trump. We were beginning to be, but then as soon as Biden got in with this insane global climate change bullshit, you know, shutting down pipelines and shutting down production to save the environment. Well, I'm all for saving the environment. We need fresh water, clean air. There's places in this country where you can't get good clean water, particularly in places like Palestine. That situation's still not cleaned up yet. And you got Flint, Michigan with lead in their water. I mean, you name it, we've got problems. But let's send $60 billion more to Ukraine. A war that cannot be won. A war where there's at least 300,000 deaths, soldiers' deaths on the Ukrainian side, and maybe 50,000 on Russia's side. Insane. And that was not an unprovoked invasion, by the way. It was provoked, as these wars always are, particularly when you've got NATO and CIA involved, and that lunatic psychopath Victoria Nuland, that neocon witch. God. She resigned. I wonder why. Is there any other countries you can destroy, Victoria? Let's see. I'm sure you can find something. I'm sure you can find one. So anyway, the State of the Union address was full of bullshit. You know, it's funny how you can say, well, we got 15 million new jobs. Well, how many have we lost? What, 30 million jobs over the last few years? Then you had COVID. Then you had the 2009 crash where the middle class was just destroyed. We still haven't recovered from that yet. But people just don't do their homework. They don't study. They just blindly believe what they hear on the media, the mainstream media. If you dig just a little bit, do a little research on your own, you might find that a lot of this stuff that you're being fed is bullshit. It's propaganda. So anyway, a lot of stuff happening. You've got the Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade debacle. These two. And the Bobbsey twins. Oh my God, you know. Why didn't they just say, yeah, we did. We had a relationship before, you know, and be done with it? Probably would have just said, whatever. But they had to lie and they had to try and cover it up. That's always the worst thing. And as attorneys, and especially as a prosecutor and attorney general, you don't do that. Okay? There's a certain thing called ethics and integrity and telling the truth and looking for justice, not just trying to railroad somebody, like your political enemy, to put them in jail so that you can win an election. You know, it's amazing. I used to be a Democrat, you know, liberal. I still have liberal ideals. You know, I do think that we should have free college. If our youth can maintain a B average, I think they should get free college. I don't think you should just hand it out to anybody, because a lot of kids are just like, you know, they don't really care. Their parents got a lot of money, so it's just like a frat party for them. And then you've got Medicare for all. I'm on Medicare now, and it's great. I love it. It took a long time. Pumped money into that for many, many years, and I finally am getting it. And I'm finally getting my Social Security. I can't believe that it's still there. That the government hasn't given it away to Wall Street, and they've blown through it in a year. You know. Anyway, all these witch hunt trials are falling apart. Fortunately, the Supreme Court has still some integrity, and the fact that you've got 9-0 ruling against the Colorado trying to take Trump off the ballot, that's very, very democratic. It's very democratic of you to do. You know, you're trying to save democracy. So let's take someone off the ballot. These people are insane, and Americans go along with it. Oh my God, you're saving democracy by destroying it. Just let the voters decide who they want, for God's sake. Oh, you got to protect the weak and feeble-minded Americans. You know, Americans can see that this is a railroad. If you've seen any of the transcripts, if you've read any of them, if you've seen any of the real-time videos from Robert Govea on YouTube, then you'll see it's a railroad. There's no doubt about it. It's a witch hunt. These judges are scum. And it was proven, without a doubt, 100% guaranteed, that the FBI and the Homeland Security had over 50 informants and agents in the crowd instigating the so-called insurrection. What they did was they instigated a riot and tried to make it look like, you know, it's this evil white supremacist MAGA movement or a danger to democracy and our new domestic terrorist threat. Catholics, you know, pro-life people that are for the First Amendment. It's all backwards. These people have gone nuts. And then this propaganda about the evil Trump, just propaganda pumped out by all of the major media. Oh my God, oh, he's Hitler and Satan, you know, incarnate. Wow. People believe it. I mean, there's some of these people with blue and pink hair are just like psycho. Oh my God, Trump, oh, he made me feel bad. He said something disparaging against a reporter. Oh my God, he's a fascist. Meanwhile, the Democrats are cutting your First Amendment rights, cutting them off at the knees, still trying to do it. Elon Musk bought Twitter and turned it into X and is trying to make it as censorship free as possible. YouTube is still, man, I can't get out of any subscribers anymore. I know I'm being blocked. You know, I put out a video, I don't get very many views. So why don't you like this and subscribe? You know, please just, I am trying to get the truth out. I know what I'm talking about. I have the experience. I know history. So that's why I'm a danger. Anyway, this whole Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade stuff is blowing to pieces. I think they're going to just dump this whole Georgia case. They ought to, because it was not an insurrection. Trump was never convicted of instigating an insurrection. This was all a scam. This was all a false flag operation to create a new boogeyman called the MAGA movement, the domestic terrorists. White supremacists is our new boogeyman. Oh my God. Anyway, I gotta go. All right. Subscribe, like, please. All right. Take care. Let's see what happens tomorrow.